Our today's lecture is on conversion technologies. This is related to biomass and in continuation with my previous lecture. These are the types of biomass which we already studied in previous lecture. Wood, crops, garbage, landfill gas, alcohol, fuels. These are all biomass. Biomass technology today serve many markets that were developed with fossil fuel and modestly reduces their uses. Biomass trying to replace the fossil fuel which we are using in our daily life. We can use biomass in industrial process heating, for generation of steam, for electrical power generation, and for transportation fuel. In transportation fuel, we are using ethanol or biodiesel. These are the products which we are using in our life. Now, conversion technologies are divided into three major groups. We want to convert biomass into energy, so we have classified that there are three major groups for conversion of biomass into energy. The first one is direct combustion of biomass. Second one is thermochemical conversion. Third one is biochemical conversion. Now, direct combustion of biomass. Various combustion techniques are used for burning of biomass. The selection of the most suitable combustion technique depends on the chemical analysis, volatile content, calorific value, particle size, ash characteristics, and application specific. These are dependent upon the following parameters of biomass. Most general combustion technique is flourish bed combustion technology or technique. It is widely used in air heater, liquid phase heater, and steam generator. It is used for efficient combustion of forestry and agriculture waste material. It produces clean and inert gas which is used for landfill or making concrete. Second one conversion technique is thermochemical conversion. There are two types of thermochemical conversion techniques. First one is gasification. Second one is liquefaction. Biomass is heated with limited oxygen to produce low heat gas. When biomass is reacted with steam and oxygen at high pressure, then it produces medium heat gas, which can be used as a fuel directly or liquidify for making methanol and ethanol. These are the two compounds which we are using in biodiesel. Third procedure is biochemical conversion. There are two types of biochemical conversion: anaerobic digestion. Anaerobic is a microorganism that can live and grow without air. It involves microbial digestion of biomass. The process takes place at low temperature, around 65 degrees centigrade, and at high humidity, around 80%, to produce carbon dioxide and methane. Second type is fermentation. The complex molecules of organic compound break down under the influence if the ferment such as yeast, enzymes, etc. It is used to convert grain and sugar crops into ethanol. Ethanol is mixed with the gasoline to produce gasol, which is used in automobile industry. Now in detail. First one is combustion technique. The biomass is fed into a bed of hot inert particles with air at sufficient velocity below. The operating temperature is controlled within the range of 750 degrees centigrade to 950 degrees centigrade. The major advantage of Flemish bed combustion is that it offers very low pollution. These are the various Flemish bed techniques. First one is air fixed bed. Second one is air bubbling bed. Third is air turbulent bed. Fourth, air circulating bed. These are the various techniques of Flemish bed technique of combustion. How we feed the biomass in this Flemish bed? This is covered in feeding of biomass. Fuel is metered through a rotatory valve before being dropped onto the Flemish bed at only a few points. The number of points depend on the overall area of bed. The ash content of these fuels is low, being fine and easily elucidated from the Flemish bed. Now, circulating fluidized bed. Feedstocks such as rice husk are difficult to burn. That's why Flemish bed is circulating with minimum speed of 3 meter per second. By this, majority of bed particles are collected and then returned back to the combustor. Now second process is gasification in detail. Gasifier is a thermochemical reactor in which biomass undergoes for partial oxidation and producer gas is preferred. The producer gas is reduced to carbon monoxide CO and hydrogen H2 by carbon present in the burnt lower layers. The main constituents of fuel gas are carbon monoxide, hydrogen H2 and methane CH4. The gas produced by the gasifier are hot and contain tar, vapors and soot particles. To make it engine worthy, it is cooled at ambient temperature. This is the design of biomass gasifier, in which biomass, that is carbon, mixed with oxygen mixed with 3.79 N2, that will give nitrogen, carbon dioxide and heat. This heat is utilized in various processes. Now third one, biogas generation. Biogas is a gas which is generated by anaerobic digestion. It contains methane, carbon dioxide, nitrogen and hydrogen sulfide H2S. The heating value is 18.8 to 26.5 megajoule per metric. It can further processed to produce high heating value such as synthetic natural gas SNG, whose calorific value is 37 megajoule per meter cube. Biofuel production. Methanol and ethanol are used as a biofuel. Among them, ethanol are more preferred due to higher heat of vaporization. It is widely used in sports car and aeroplane. Methanol is produced from municipal solid waste and specially grown biomass. The production of ethanol is shown here in next slide. This is the process of production of ethanol. Now we are producing ethanol from sugarcane. This is the procedure. 8.73 liter ethanol is obtained from 1 ton of sugarcane. This is the results. Now we are using biofuel for running our vehicles. Thank you.